I said today would be the day the funny intros return, but there's no laughing matter with what's going on. I'm bottling it already. How? How do I do it? I don't understand. Draws everywhere. Literally, look at it. Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Jose Mourinho on FM21. Just, what the hell? So since the last time we met, where we had a very convincing 4-0 win against Santa Clara, beat Estoril 3-0, cruising. Then, 3 draws in 4 games, 2 in the league, 1 win in the Europa League against Sparta Prague, which has left us in a very good position to qualify, which we'll hopefully be doing today as Sparta Prague take on Granada and we take on Lech, who have not got 1 point yet in the group. So if we don't win this, I'm going to be absolutely fuming. We only need 1 point to qualify, and I promise that we see every team in the group, so we're going to do that then. And then we've got our 4th round of the Portuguese FA Cup, which is very exciting indeed, against Porto Nonsense. I'm like Porto Nonsense. That's what I'm going to call it. It's actually Porto Minonze, I think. Maybe. But if you look at where we are in the league, yes, we have a game in hand. Actually, we have 3 games now on the 2 teams above us. But we had the chance against Porto. They've started dropping points, and we have not capitalised. I tried to sign Jose Mourinho, which we touched on in the last game. He doesn't want to come to the club, so that little tactic of mine is now totally out of the window. I'm a little bit annoyed, it's safe to say. It's not been the best sort of period of time. But we still got a nice favourable run of fixtures coming up before we take on the 2 big boys. Having said that, all I need to do today is focus on getting this draw in the Europa League. So I'm going to bring out the Europa League team, and hopefully we can get through it. There is a bit of bad news, I do have to say, which is that Nuno Mendes is injured. He was out for 5 weeks. He'll be back in 6 days' time, like into sort of normal training. Other than that, though, it's been a little bit poor. You can tell it by the form. Not that many people are in really good form, apart from, of course, Andras Spara, who is literally suddenly becoming one of my favourite players. Not ever on FM, but if he carries on at this rate, then he will be. He's been absolutely sensational. He's got 17 goals in 15 games this season, so he's putting up some very decent numbers. But he will not be featuring today. Maximiano is in goal. Antonez, who's been deputising at left-back for the injured Nuno Mendes, is in there. I've almost said Santos there because there's too many Nunos. Inacio, Badiashile and Gaspar make up the rest of the back 4. Then you've got Braganza, I think. Daniel, call him Dan. Dan is pretty good, in all fairness. 21 years old, a little bit older than the majority of the other kind of up-and-coming youngsters we have, but he is also quite a decent footballer, so hopefully he'll be able to do us a job today. Seb and Alex make up the middle. I mean, that's good. So you've got Dan, Seb, Alex. Beaut. That's exactly how we want it to be. Platter's on the left, Tabata is on the right, and Joshua Zirkzee, doing very well in the Europa League, is leading the line up front. Our away form, again, has not been bad, actually, because we're not losing. We're just not doing enough to win. And suddenly, defensively, we've been found to be a little bit frail. And that's really where I'm having a lot of issues at the moment. It's defensively. I'm finding it really hard to keep teams out. We tend to take the lead in games, and then we can't hold on to it because the defence isn't that good. If we don't capitalise and get like 2 or 3 goals in the first 60 minutes... the likelihood is that we do concede quite a lot. So it's been very, very frustrating, it is safe to say. I suppose the one good thing we can say is that we have made it out of what does... well, I say we've made it out. We might not do, but it's very unlikely we won't. But we have kind of qualified from a very difficult Europa League group. Ideally, I would like to finish top of the group because it obviously means that we get an easier tie. What I have realised, actually, is that with this series, it does make life a little bit more tense than it needs to be because... literally in this, that's a great block on Xerxes' shot there. Every game matters, and I know that obviously that's like, oh, of course it does, mate. But genuinely, in this series, every single game matters because all the competitions matter. All of them do, and it really heightens up the pressure. Like beforehand, if we were playing Portimonense or whoever we're playing Porto Nonsense in the next game, and it was in the cup and we didn't win, I wouldn't be that bothered. But because I won't win it. If we go out this year, it means then I have to spend an extra year in Portugal. Do you know what I mean? Potentially to do it. So it's making life a lot trickier. As Joshua Zirkzee gets his 5th goal of the season, he's been very good in the Europa League. Good ball in here by Seb. Lovely on his wrong foot. Bends it in. Joshua gets on the ball. Taps it in. Playing very well in Europa League at the moment is Joshua. Hopefully up there with the top scorers in the competition. But that has seen us currently take top spot in the group. So obviously if Sparta Prague and Granada can hold each other, that would be ideal. It's been a bit of a dull game, I'm not going to lie. There's not really been too much to get into. We've had a couple of highlights, really. One from a Xerxes block shot, and the other one was for the goal. Hopefully we'll step it up a little bit in the second half and get a few more in there. But frankly, at the moment, I just want to get some more wins back on the board, and hopefully some clean sheets as well. Obviously, this isn't the first team, so I don't know how much good it's going to do, but that's a great finish by Gonzalo Plata. Brilliant from Tabata as well there. On the right-hand side, just fizzes it across the front of the box, and Plata, lovely first time finish, 2-0. You'd like to think that that is game over, and this is making me feel slightly better. Good from Tabata there, lovely ball. How he picks him out, I have no idea. I don't know if he just gets his head down and drills it. If not, he's got sensational vision to find that pass. And we have absolutely dominated this game from start to finish. And Lech Poznan not in the best state as Dan, not Braganza, because I don't know if I can pronounce that right. If I am pronouncing it right, I'm going to be A, very happy, and B, let me know in the comment section. And while you're down there, drop a like on the video and on this series in general, because I need it. That's lovely from Alex out to Bruno Gaspar. Go on, mate, whip it in. Gaspar, no, passes it back. Alex whips it in. Seb, there you go. Seb gets his first goal for the club. Well done, mate. Love him in that box-to-box role. He plays really well for me, does Seb. He always just doesn't do anything spectacular, but he's always high 6s, 7s. Always plays pretty well for me, and I have to say, if I could sign him in most career modes, if I could sign him in most FM saves, I would. He might become like the James Milner of my FM careers, Seb. I buy him every time, and he just does the business. As Xerxes hits the bar. We're unlucky here. It's not 4, to be honest. So as a heads up, Antonez has come off because obviously I need him to be fit. He's the only fit left back I've got at the moment while Mendes is injured. So Thiago Ilori has come on for him for the time being. But in all fairness, this game has been over for a little while. And Sparta Prague are even beating Granada, so that definitely will guarantee us top spot in the group, which is a great achievement. It was a difficult group, to be fair, but we've come through it quite nicely. I say that, like Granada have literally just equalised. A pretty low-key affair, to be fair. We kind of got there, got the job done, got our 3 goals. Very, very impressive. Yeah, can't really ask for more than that, to be fair. And I think that means that we have topped the group, which is excellent news. Seb's going to be injured for 1 to 3 days. That's not the end of the world. We get another 520k for winning the Europa League. And one thing I will say that I have done very, very well is the finances side of things looks so much better. One of the things that the board said that I needed to tick off and finish was repair the financial damage to the club. I'd like to think for the most part I'm already making very good steps towards doing that, and that's mainly through the Europa League money that we've won through actually winning the games, and I've lowered the wage budget. I've done quite a lot of really good stuff. We basically get another £1 million as well for actually qualifying from the group. So that's done us the world of good. That's definitely going to help in terms of the finances. Look at that, back up to £3 million now. That's what we want to see. Oh, I forgot to mention, actually, we've got a couple of things I need to tell you. So Luis NATO is going to go out to Dynamo Moscow. He's a 32-year-old centre-back who I'm not using. The future is the way forward, so he's not going to be part of our team. And he's going to be going over to Dynamo Moscow, like I said, for £1.3 million overall come the end. But I've also signed in this chap from Morenese, and that is Pedro Nuno, who is a very left winger. I like Cabral, he's done really well, but this is going to help boost the squad. He's got some very nice attributes. Obviously, you can tell he's pretty quick off the mark, 15 acceleration, pace is decent. Not brilliant strength, he's quite small, but at the same time, flair 15, determination 15, crossing 15, technique 15, work rate still pretty decent. I'm happy with him. Got him for a modest £1.9 million, which I think is an absolute steal. Well, we're here on Cup Day then, and like I said, it's going to be quite a difficult game. They are currently sat in 11th in the table at the moment. Porto nonsense. So they're doing quite well. Mendes, I'm not going to risk him for today, actually. I'm going to bring Antonez back in. But other than that, it's going to be our usual starting 11. I really, really want to do well in this cup, which is why I'm bringing out the big boys already. So Aidan's at the back in goal, obviously, not just out defending, otherwise I wouldn't have a goalkeeper. Antonez, Quaresma, Coates and Porro make up the back 4. Then you've got Polina, Mario and Goncalves in the middle. Cabral, Santos, Sporar make up the very lethal front 3. Santos has kind of gone a little bit off the boil, and Cabral's definitely not been playing his best. So Sporar's really been carrying the majority of the attacking threat. But I could do with our boys kind of just throwing in a good performance today. Apparently they've lost 3 of the last 5 games, so ideally we should be looking to win this and win it relatively comfortably. And then we got them in the league straight after this, so I don't remember which one I'd rather win. I don't think we're strong enough to really mount a title challenge this year because we've already shown that we kind of bottle it a little bit when the pressure's on, because I don't know if I've got the squad depth that Porto have to be able to win this title. But at the same time, that's a brilliant start. Jose Cabral must know, obviously, that Nuno is turning up, and he's just decided that he's going to finish that. So that's great. Well done, mate. I love the play here from Gonçalves out to Nuno Santos, and he's so good. Lovely ball. Great first touch from Cabral. I love that finish. Just passes it into the far corner of the net. 5 minutes in, we're 1-0 up. We start games well. It's just about the finish. We need to make sure that we get about 2 or 3-0 up, and then I can kind of like maybe go a little bit more defensive for like the last half an hour, take the tempo down, and just see the game out. That's kind of the way that I've been trying to play at the moment. But we've not really got enough goals. That's the problem. We get one, we start off really well, but then we don't get the second and the third, and that's where I really need to learn how to, well, the players need to learn how to kill off the game. I think we just sort of step off the gas a little bit too much, which is a bit disappointing. But Pedro Porro and Nuno Santos are combining brilliantly, as Santos really should have buried that. He had both corners to pick from, and at the end of the day, he's picked out the post. And a player of his quality should really be finishing that. Nice from Sparrow there. Lovely take. He finds Mario now. He's got time to pick a pass. He's found Nuno Santos. Santos, good save there by Ricardo. Again, these are big chances we need to be finishing. Need to be tucking them away. Can't be hitting them straight at the goalkeeper from there. You can tell there we've had 17 shots, 7 on target, so they're 4-2, and yet it's still only 1-0. Santos whips it in. We've hit the bar again. Who was that hit the bar? Was that Sparrow? I think it might have been Sparrow. We've hit the bar again. Got to make these chances count. You can't keep missing. I'm very happy with the way we play. We've absolutely battered them, but you cannot afford to keep missing chances like that. Come on, let's get a second. The Santos whips it in. Mario heads it over the bar. We're just profligate it. I've not even got shoot on sight on. These are all really good chances that we're missing. You can tell from the quality of the delivery that all these are really good chances, and this is where we're going to be in problem here. I bet you they score from this. Welton runs on the ball, dances through. Welton, good save there, but you can just tell that it's just set up for one goal, one counter-attack from them, and suddenly we come away with nothing. This is the danger zone now, 25 minutes to go, and this is where we get tired and they start playing some fantastic football. Great tackle there. We've got to win that, get it back. I thought he was going to give a penalty there, and I would have been absolutely seething. I don't know what Cabral's doing, but actually it's worked out quite nicely, so fair play. Coates on the ball. Nice block to Santos. Great take from him. Right, over the top. Surely. No, he's just driving forward now. Fine, Sporar. He's never going to miss. He is in scintillating form. 18 goals for the season for Sporar. Sporar. Right, brilliant. Right, Nuno can come off. He's done his job. He's got us the assist. I like that a lot. I'm also going to take off Gonçalves. Can bring Alex on for that. Good. 2-0. Good. We don't need any more. Don't need any more now. That's absolutely fine. I mean, obviously, if we could get a third or a fourth, that'd be ideal. But I'm happy with a 2-0. Let's just take it from there, and that'll be fine. Changes have been made, and I've dropped back to a kind of like more balanced approach, really, than an attacking one now, because I just want to make sure that we get through this game relatively unscathed. If we can get a third, that will really, really tie it down and finish it. 2-0 is always a dangerous scoreline, but Cabral here, he's got the pace to beat his man. Lovely ball in, over Sparrow's head, and there's Gonzalo Plata to tap it in at the back post. Lovely. Really, really good. What a good performance this is. This is making me feel much better. Mario is going to come off as well because he's quite tired. I'm going to bring on Seb just for a little bit. I know he's tired, but I just need him to kind of come on because Mario is a really important part of that midfield pivot. Lovely ball in by Cabral. He's had a good game. Sparrow just kind of leaves it, which is nice. And then Gonzalo Plata making the late run into the box. Defenders don't read it. 3-0. Gurch in. Much more like it. Keep forgetting I can make 5 subs. So Benoit Badiashile has come on. He's come into a defensive midfield role because why not? And Sporar is also going to come off. And I'm going to bring on... Oh, I can't make any more changes. So it's 4. Excellent. Oh, hello. Plata's through again here. I didn't even see that coming, to be fair. I was too busy trying to make another change. I realised I couldn't make one. I've made all the maximum amount of ones that I could. And Gonzalo Plata's got another goal. They've not been able to cope with that right-hand side of us. As Seb finds another ball to Cabral. Into Sparrow, he manages to get himself an assist, I think. Great first touch by Plata, that's what sets it up, and it's a decent finish into the corner. We've been so good. If we can just replicate this in the league, I'll be absolutely delighted. 3 minutes of add-on time are up. It's been a very, very solid performance. Second half, we really kicked on, and I'm ecstatic about that, to be fair. I thought it was going to be another one of those games where we played well, got 1-0 up, started early, and then lost it a little bit at the end and ended up dropping points, or ended up dropping a result, but not this time. Sporting apparently enjoying life under Munch. 15 victories over the past 20 games. Apparently, they quite like the way that I'm playing. They like the style of football that I'm playing, which is great. Because we're going to be putting that up to the test when next time it is a big game. We're going to have the game against Tondela, which is in the new year. So hopefully we'll have our brand new signing, Pedro Nuno, in by then. And then after that, we are travelling away to Porto for the first game against one of the big boys in the league. Hopefully we can pick up maximum points between now and then, but I can't wait. I hope that you're all excited for it. I know that I certainly am. I just realised we played Porto and Benfica third to last and last game of the season respectively. Can you imagine if it comes down to that? That's going to be insane. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Match with Mourinho. I hope that you have enjoyed it. Of course, if you have, then please do remember to drop a like on the video, share and subscribe. Make sure that you come back for more content. Streaming will be back up soon, hopefully tomorrow, I would imagine. So expect the YouTube save to be back on, and obviously I'll be back on Twitch as well. Thank you so much for the patience. Thank you for watching the series. Until I see you again for another episode, please remember to like, share and subscribe. Take care of yourselves, everyone, and stay cool.